Live from Greenleaf Field in Pittsburgh, the national spotlight is on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's Baltimore taking on Boston. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go, and on the hill today, Jack Manning. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
And stepping in. Is the speedy number 2.
1-1-1-1.
Hard hit right side. To Avila. Takes it himself, and an easy out to start the game. 1 out, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Tom York. Line drive.
Ball.
Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
2 outs, base is empty. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill, the big righty, Joe Musgrove. What do you have on him?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one. This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And a base hit right there. In there safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
2 on, 1 out. Right. The next to hit. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. There goes the runner. Pitch outside. Save at second, and that was not close.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board. Get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Swinging a foul out of play. Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Not close with that one. They're now 3 in a row.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
To third, Zamora. Zips it across. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
I'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
And next is the designated hitter, Jim O'Rourke. Runner takes off for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save. Check swing, called strike.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Next one misses. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Got him swinging. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 1 inning in the books here. The Reds out front here, 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, leading off, Pike. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
And now here is George Hall.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
On the ground, Exposito to first.
Got him.
1 out in the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Runner from third comes across. It's 1-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Forbes now at the plate. Man at second. Bunts it towards the mound. And that's an out on the sacrifice. So a runner at third, 2 outs. Ratliff digs in now. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Now at the plate, Cal McVay. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Right through there. Got it. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back now at Greenleaf Field, top half of the third inning, and now number 2. That's towards center. Sizing this one up. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
So 1 out, nobody on. And the batter now, Tom York. And the 0-1. On the ground, right side. Fires to first in time. Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Tom Carey. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit.
Over to first. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs, inning over. Offense held in check there. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. So runner at second, 2 down. Perez getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fought off foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Vukovic settles under it, makes the grab, and that ends the inning. We played 3 full innings, and we're tied at 1. Welcome back to Greenleaf Field, and now here's a speed threat, outfielder Pike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Go ahead run on base. Paul will hit next. That's out to center field. On his way over. And it's caught for the out. One down, runner at first. Next is switch hitting first baseman Everett Mills. Popped in the air, left side. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. Dave Forbes, the next to hit. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Runner on the go. And that one is lifted in the air on the move. And that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Grounds one to short. The throw to first. And a quick out, number 1. 1 down. Here's the catcher, Cal McVeigh. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter, or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
So the batting order turns over, and now the DH. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Into left center for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning. And now Tom York. Runners at first and second with 1 gone, and we're at the top of the 5th. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. And he beats it. He's safe.
No, he's in.
Tom Carey digs in now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Now the second run is in. It's 3-1. And the throw's offline, safe at third. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a 2-base error.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So here's the cleanup hitter, Pike. And that'll load the bases.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
So they're all loaded up. Paul getting ready to hit. The 1-2. In the air, right side. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. It's 4-1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
First and second, 2 outs. Mills will hit next. And down on strikes. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Lords with the lead, 4-1. And we're back. Stepping in, Dave Forbes. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
And there's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, John Ratliff. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The 1-0. Runner on the go. Yeah. Pitch in for a strike. Go to second.
Outstanding job behind the dish to catch him right there trying to steal. Really quick catch and throw. Set up with great footwork. Man, he popped out of that crouch, threw a laser down to second base. Nice job.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Settles underneath it. Corrals it. And that quickly 2 away. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground right side. And that one handled. And he'll be safe at first.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Here's the swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Tom York now at the plate. At the belt and fires. Swung on, belted. Makes a move towards the gap. Won't get to this one in the alley. 1 run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 6-1.
Nicely done. Brings home two. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
So digging in, Tom Carey. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. A sliding stop. Gathers and throws, and that's a nice play to end the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Lords lead it 6-1. And here is the Bambino Perez. 1 for 2. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Well, these players, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. The sliding play it short, and that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
We go to the top of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Pike. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the left fielder, George Hall. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
George Hall digs in now. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to short. Tosses to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Next to hit, Everett Mills. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single. It's 7-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Dave Forbes getting ready to hit. That one the other way. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. Manages a throw to third. Tag, got it. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
John Ratliff, the next to hit. Forbes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now the catcher comes up to him, Cal McVay. Right side. Exposito fires over to first. They limit the damage here. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Under it.
I got it.
And there's one down. Base is empty, one away. And now the center fielder, Tom York. Back to the mound. He's got it. Slinging it to first in time. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Tom Carey. The other way. That's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And here is Pike.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
A swing and a soft liner. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And here's the first baseman, the Bambino Perez. He's a guy who does it all. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab. Runner tagging and heading for home. He scores on the sac fly. It's 7-3.
Wow, pretty amazing. That only ended up being a sac fly. So much excitement and a great effort out there to take on the wall as he hauled it in. And for the batter, could have easily been a double or even a triple. But you know what? He'll take the sac fly RBI.
Out to center. In position.
Got it.
And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
One out, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Everett Mills. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. Tosses to first. No hit here on the bunt attempt. They get the out. Here's the third baseman, Dave Forbes. Goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down that time. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Lords out front, 7-3. So runner at second, 2 down. Leonard now at the plate. One strike away. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first. Ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.